How's it going, everybody? I am your boy Demonic Mana, bringing you Monster Hunter World. Now, the gameplay you're watching right now actually is not me playing at the moment. That's some gameplay that I had recorded, but now I'm just talking over to talk to you guys about the future of the channel and everything. I am going to slow down a lot on Fortnite, and the reason is that not many people, it don't seem like a lot of people want to see that anymore, because there's like a million people that record Fortnite and upload it. So I mean, that's a lot of competition. Somebody's not going to sit there and leave watching Tifu to come watch me. So I want to start trying different things out, and if you guys still want to hang around and see what kind of content I could bring of Monster Hunter World or anything else, I plan on getting Switch with an Elgato capture card so I can bring y'all some Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate too, and also other games, Mario Odyssey, all different kinds of stuff. I'm widening my content that I can bring y'all, and I would appreciate if y'all just sit there and stay tuned and help this channel grow. Now, getting on to Monster Hunter, it's a role-playing game. You sit there and obviously you see me fighting the giant tempered Anjanath monster, and I'll get to that in a couple minutes, but basically it's an RPG game. You fight these gigantic monsters, get materials from them, bones, claws, skin, whatever, and you use that to make better armor and weaponry. Now, I'm using a dual blades build because this is a save that I've had before when I used to play the game, and I have about 74 hours in it. And in this video, I'm using a dual blades build that has ice and blast element to it. And that is because Anjanath is a T-Rex type monster that uses fire, and he has fire-based attacks. Now, there's many other builds, many other types of weapons. You can have a regular sword with a shield, a long sword, a insect glaive where you put basically an insect into it, and you can give it all kinds of different powers. There's many different ways that you can play this game. I just like using the dual blades because they seem faster to me. They're more of my play style that I've played over the years, because I also played Monster Hunter on PlayStation 2, the very first Monster Hunters when I was younger, and they were great games. They're a lot different than this one. This one has a whole lot more quality of life to it, thank God, because you used to not be able to eat on the map that you're in. You had to eat before you went out, and there was loading screens. They want a big map like these are. The whole map, when you go to it to hunt the monsters, it's open. Well, in old games, they sat there, and once you got through, like if you look at the mini map right now, where you look at the top right where it's cutting off, basically, like the whole map looked different. It showed you there would be little black dots connecting each area, and when you got to the black dots, basically it was a loading screen. So this game's a whole lot different, and you'll see more of the older stuff in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate when I can bring you that content, because that is, yeah, it's newer to the Switch and everything. It came out in September, so technically Monster Hunter World's an older game. But in reality, that is because Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is actually a port of a 3DS game that came out in Japan called Monster Hunter Double Cross. And the USA has never gotten that game till this year, and that is in the form of Generations Ultimate. There's 93 different large monsters you can face in that game, so I'm willing to sit there and bring y'all a whole bunch of new content on that too. But while we wait on all that stuff to happen, we are going to be checking out Monster Hunter World. And there is monsters that I haven't even fought yet. I've beaten the main storyline. My hunter ranks 18 at the moment. And we have to get to 50 to get augmenting, which will basically sit there and bring our power up even more. And right now I have like the first high rank armor set, but it can go so much farther than that. Now, each monster, there's different types of monsters. This is an Anjanath, which I've basically T-Rex monster, and basically there's other types of monsters. You'll see another one at the end of this gameplay. It's Rathalos. There's two types of dragons, Rathalos and Rathian, and they're like actual winged wyverns. And then you have different kinds of monsters. Some of them are actually kind of small. There's one that looks kind of like a raptor, but it has these little flashers on it that will blind you. There's giant bats that can sit there and puff up into a puff ball, basically. And there's even like a unicorn, which is Kirin. And then you have the bigger monsters, the elder dragons, like Nergigante, Kushala Deora. There's quite a few monsters in this game, and there's one monster I said we couldn't do till Hunter rank 50. It's called Devilo, and I used to love to fight that monster back in the older games. One of my favorite monsters. And coming this autumn, I know that kind of sounds like far away from now, but we are getting Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and we're going to be seeing even older monsters that I used to fight, like Nagua or something like that. I can't. All their names are weird. I can't remember all of them. It's a cool monster, but there's other ones that I'd like to see. Like one of them, I reminded me, it like had like a shark head, spikes coming out of it. But it was like, it's weird. The old Monster Hunter games, they had really good stuff in it. The Tigrex is one I can name right offhand that I want in it, and Zenogra. Those two were my favorite ones to fight, which I know Zenogra, he's a lightning type, but I mean, they said they were still going to have monsters that go into the regular biomes, like the one you're seeing here, so they could probably put it in. And if I sound weird today, y'all, like I'm kind of sick today, and that was another reason why I just decided to pre-record, have the pre-recorded gameplay where I could just talk to you guys about what's going on later on the channel and my plans. And I hope everybody sits there and stays, subscribers I've had, and I hope to open up to more people that would come and like to watch my content. And later on, once I have more of a good build and everything, I will try to start tapping into newer ones, different builds, show y'all different things that will help in the long run playing this game if you haven't played it before. If you want to sit there and add me on PlayStation 4 and go on some hunts with me, my PlayStation network is Demonic Mana 420. That would be cool. Sit there and go in on some hunts, and hey, some of y'all might be a higher rank than me, so that would help out. And sometimes, like, I might even stream this game every now and then. Sit there and hunt 3 or 4 monsters back to back. Have some friends come in, all of us sit there and try to take down big monsters and get better gear. And going on to the quest that I am doing right now in the gameplay, this was a investigations quest where you have to fight a tempered monster. A tempered monster is just basically same health and everything as the regular version of the monster, but its attack power is increased. so they do more damage. And later on, after we get pretty far, after we hit augmenting and stuff, we're going to start seeing arch-tempered monsters, which are even more powerful. And I think I've seen it where they are actually bigger than the normal forms of the monsters, but I have not gotten to that point in the game yet. And I know somewhere throughout this gameplay, probably is going to happen right here too, but other monsters will come to where you're fighting, and they will start a turf war with the monster that you're fighting. And yeah, there's one flying around right now, but they will start turf wars. And turf wars, I mean, it's kind of already like, it's not that hard to know what turf wars is. Obviously, trying to find dominance in one another, and that sometimes would be a great thing when the other monster won't be like coming after you. But on a other note, you have times where both monsters are running right after you, and that is not the best situation to be in, especially like if you were by yourself like me just did. But when you play multiplayer, the monsters, they have more health depending on how many people are in the game. Say there's one person, then it's going to be just base health. If there's two people, say if I have another person on the hunt with me, his health would be, I don't know if it's like a full, like, be just this, like, the base health added on to the base health basically for each person. But I mean, I don't see why they would do that. I would think like a good fraction of its health would be added on. And we just killed the monster, and as you can see here, we're going up to it and we are skinning it. That way we get the materials I was talking about earlier. And after you kill a monster, there's a 60-minute wait. I mean, not 60 minutes, 60-second wait. Sometimes it feels like 60 minutes, really. And here's that Azure Rathalos I was telling you about, the blue dragon. The other one would be a Rathian, which there is quite a difference in them. Their attack patterns and stuff are different. They may look so similar, but every monster has their own attack pattern, which is one thing I love about this game. You have to figure out the attack patterns perfectly for like you to be able to successfully do anything. And as you see, I was using a lucky voucher, which you should get like every day when you log in. But you have 5 of them. And if when you use one, you sit there and can get more rewards for completing that hunt. But if you don't complete that hunt, you lose your lucky voucher. So use them very wisely. If you're like, okay, I know for sure we can get this hunt, then use one, drop one all day. If it's a monster that you need the materials for you to get better, get more armor ranking and all that good stuff. And I don't know if it slipped past it too quick, but also I got a reward for a stream stone. Save those, do not get rid of them at all, do not meld them. Nah, do not do none of that stuff to meld materials and stuff. Stream stones are stuff you're going to need for augmenting. So if you're now getting into this game, I suggest saving up every single one of them, because thank God I caught on to it early, but I didn't know that, so don't make the same mistake I did, please. And right there is my actual attack settings and stuff. My hunter rank actually was 19. And sharpness, you need to pay attention to that. Use the whetstone and everything during battle. It's that bar right under stamina up at the top left. The affinity is 15%. That's how much your elements might work. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time.